Hi everybody, so this is my spoiler review for Super Mario Galaxy the movie. Oh, so if you don't want to know any spoilers, spoiler alert! Okay, so there's an after-end credit scene and a mid-credit scene. Dry Bones Bowser makes an appearance. Yeah, there's a part where he falls into lava, and it's kind of like the original game where he falls into the lava pits, and the axe, like, cause you know how he throws axe and hammers, and he threw an axe at Mario, and he used the axe to chop it off. It makes sense, cause why would he have an axe at the end of the place where he's gonna drop down? So I do like that. And he falls down, he comes back, but he's Dry Bones Bowser. Yeah, Dry Bones Bowser makes an appearance, and Bowser Jr. teams up, and they both fight him, and you see the different power-ups, like the Cloud power-up. There's no B power-up. Yeah, I forgot to mention, there's no B power-up for some reason, but we do get to see the Bee Queen and the Bee Kingdom for one scene, but it was pretty cool still. No B power-up, but we got to see enough Galaxy power-ups, like the Cloud power-up was there, and the Drill power-up from Super Mario Wonder was in there, but there is another power-up, the red star that makes him flying. He fights a pink dragon. Like, there's a scene where Bowser Jr. creates a pink dragon, and it's kind of like the dragon from Super Mario Odyssey, and he uses it to fight, and even Luigi uses it, and he creates the character from Game & Watch. Oh, that's so funny, and I really love the backstory between, like, Star Fox. Like, when they showed Fox McCloud, and they showed an animated backstory of who his friends were, and apparently he's from another dimension. Like, he went through a wormhole, so I guess that's it. So it's not just space, it's parallel worlds. So I guess that makes sense. That'll be cool if they do make a Star Fox spin-off. I wonder if they're gonna make a Donkey Kong Country spin-off. So Donkey Kong, you do see him, like, when they explain the backstory where Yoshi's in Brooklyn, you do see a scene where Donkey Kong is in the Brooklyn, and he's running across the I-beams or something, and like, what was he doing? But yeah, Donkey Kong wasn't really in the movie, I guess because he was already in the first one, but you do see some characters from Brooklyn, like the dog, and Yoshi even swallowed the dog and turns him into an egg, but he hatches him, and it's pretty funny, and even hatches Kamek, and he's okay. And like Spike, and Yoshi eats his pizza, and there's another scene where he breaks these bones, and those people were chasing after him, so he goes back to the desert place, and it's so cool seeing all these different characters from the game. I didn't know who the monkey was. I thought it was from Yoshi's Island, but apparently he is from Nintendo 64, the Mario 64 game, so that makes sense. And there's even an N shaped from the movie. Also, the babies. Like, you know that scene where they turn into babies? Apparently that super scope they had, that actually did, like, Bowser Jr. used it to turn them into babies. There's a whole scene, and even Toad gets turned into a baby. And they turn back, and the dinosaur, they got turned into a baby, like, and I love that it has some inspiration to Jurassic Park. Like, they're both by Universal, so it's right there. Some of it does kind of remind me a bit of Adventure Time, which kind of makes sense because Adventure Time was inspired by Super Mario, but I really like how they have all these nods, and I really like seeing all the characters, like even Wart. Like, Wart has only one appearance, but it was still cool where he's on that casino planet, and you do see Birdo, Mouser, and they're pretty cool, and you see Peach find them off, and he got that present from Mario. And Mario, like, they actually said, like, Mario, do you have a crush on Princess Peach? And it's like, what? No, we're just good friends. And they're like, na na na, and he sings, and I thought that was pretty funny. And they were like, but that's pretty funny. Video games, they like to hint that Mario and Princess Peach has a crush on, like, maybe they have feelings for each other, but they never really clarify that in the video games. They sometimes act like they're friends, but sometimes they like to hint that maybe they're in a relationship. It's a little bit unclear, but that was cool. And Luma, like the Dark Luma, he comes back, and you see this jail cell, and Bowser Jr. and Bowser as Dry Bones are there, and they're like, ugh, and that's the mid-credit scene. And there's an after-end credit scene where the monkey stole the wood guy stuff, and you see the monkey getting punched in the face, and you see a little pretty glove, and he was like, "Thank you, Princess." And it's Princess Daisy! Princess Daisy is in this movie. That's so cool. She doesn't talk. It's similar to how they did the credits in like Sonic 3 where you saw Amy but she didn't talk. So yeah, that's so cool. We got to see Princess Daisy. I thought that was so cool, and it's at an after end credits. I love that. It was such a cool movie. I really liked it. I think I liked this even more than the first one because there's like a nods. Like there's even a scene where they reference, you know, in Mario where they go to the sections and they even do nods like that, and they even have the frog power up and they fight the Hammer Brothers. That's really, and it's kind of like in the games where they're on this brick thing. I thought that was so cool. Yoshi does help out. I like how cute he is, and he is a big part of helping. I thought that was really cute. And Star Fox, like he even rides because you know in the Galaxy movie they use the observatory to fly to the place, like, and Star Fox pilots it, and he does help out, and I thought that was really cool. It would be cool if they make a Star Fox movie. But here's something. They revealed that Princess Daisy, Princess Peach and Rosalina, they're sisters. Yeah, apparently in that story, they revealed that Molina, like, she had to protect Peach and take her to the Toads, and apparently they were sisters created by stars, and they loved each other. So where's Princess Daisy gonna be? Like, I wonder how they're gonna explain that. There's some fan theories that people think that Rosalina is Princess Peach's daughter from the future, but that's just a fan theory. But here they revealed that they're sisters. I think it makes sense. They both kind of look similar, so I think that makes a lot of sense that they're sisters. There's a scene where Rosalina's kicking butt at the beginning and fighting the Mega Legs, and it is piloted by Bowser Jr. Oh, so spoiler, but I guess if this is my spoiler review, there's no Wario and Waluigi. Yep, Wario and Waluigi aren't in the movie. I know, that's very disappointing, but that doesn't mean they won't be in the third movie. I mean, we saw the mid-credit scenes, the after-end credit scenes that Yoshi was going to be in it, and he was, but we didn't know that Bowser Jr. was not going to appear, and also, you do nods to like the Cooper lanes, like there's Ludwig von Cooper with the piano, but you do see Roy Cooper, like there's a business, so the Cooper lanes do exist, but maybe they might appear in a third movie, but we'll have to wait and see, but if they make a third one. But it was really cool, the action was really cool, the fight scenes were really cool, and I like at the end they reference Super Mario Maker, like they built the castle, but it's in like a pixely art style where it's modeled after Super Mario World, and you see all the characters building the places, and that was so awesome. Oh man. And you do see like another part that's pixely, that's kind of not to the first game, where Bowser Jr. is creating all these places to run around, like with the spikes and the fireballs, and they got away, and that was really cool. And Bowser, like at the beginning, he's like, oh, he's wants to be friends with the Marios, but then he sacrificed himself to the Bee Queen and let them go free, and then Bowser Jr. picks him up, and there's a cute puppet show and backstory with where he his son, and he's like, I haven't seen him in years. But they don't reveal who's his mother is or how he come to existence. They never revealed that. Who's his mother? Because I had a fan theory that maybe he cloned him or something, but I used magic to clone him, but they never really revealed that. Well, what are your thoughts on the Super Mario Galaxy movie? I thought it was a really good movie. I really like the references and Easter eggs, and Rob the Robot, like, I was laughing where he was turning very slow, like, it's right over here. Oh, I'm not going to kill you. It's right over here. And it's like, oh my gosh. And it was just monotonous. And that beetle from the video games that they used to ride it, and they got to the station place, and you see all the characters. You even see like the characters from Sunshine, the wood characters, and it was really cool. Okay, well, I think that's it for my spoiler review. What did you all think of the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Comment below, tell me what you think, and see you next time. Bye.